city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Washington football team. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Second and 9 now from the 21. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Shrugs him off. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39.
Of course the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's got some space here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
Now Wilson on first down.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And some space here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Here's Wilson. And he's got it.
Touchdown, Washington.
Curtis Samuel, his 14th touchdown now on the year.
And Washington has taken the lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders.
They're looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain.
They're going to try and throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. It's Wilson. Open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Gibson.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson.
His 21st touchdown of the season.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Eagles 3. Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Flush to his right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
A trick shot on the extra point, but it is good off the left upright. And the lead is down to 4. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a very nice return up to the 35, but was it aided by something illegal? Let's find out. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now this throw caught left side. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Washington.
Boy, Charles, you have to be impressed with how Terry McLaurin has quickly become one of the better receivers in the NFL. And this is all effort here.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking first down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Going deep here for Watkins. This is caught inside the 15. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is down to 4.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As they take over here with 11 seconds remaining.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Taking a shot for Samuel. This is intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On first down, Wilson looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's got this down to the 35. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They go play action with Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. So that'll back him up 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Wilson will throw again. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run here with Gibson.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
A handoff running left is Gibson.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
87 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And this one is right through. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play. Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And they'll go back to Smith. This time it's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play there on the catch and run.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
That'll throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back to throw now on first down. Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
2nd and 15.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run. Read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Sanders. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there for Philly.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off right around the 43. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And it's caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 40. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Wilson wants to throw it toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Wilson. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now this one from about 2 counties over. After the sack, they come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Now Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence.